Hey folks, this is the second video in my series on automating the creation of a Google Slides presentation deck using Google Apps Script. In the first video, we learned how to automate the creation of a new deck by creating a custom function called Creator Deck. The code to this point creates a new slide deck and removes the template slide so that we are presented with a blank slides presentation. This video is going to teach you how to move the slides presentation into a folder called decks. So at present, this code will result in your presentation going to the My Drive portion of your Google Drive directory. We are going to learn how to use the ID of the deck in order to move it into a new destination. If you'd like to start from the first video in this series, it's linked up in the playlist in the description. We're going to resume from the 14th line of our creator deck function. We are going to hit enter twice, we are going to hit the left arrow twice, and we are going to add 2 slashes so that we can add in a new comment. We're going to say access the folder where the deck should be stored. We're going to hit enter, we're going to hit tab, and we're going to declare a variable called folder, capital D, drive. And we're going to set that equal to drive app dot get folder by ID. We're going to have an open parentheses, and we are going to pass our folder underscore parent underscore ID. We're going to go to the right, and we are going to add a semicolon. As a refresher, we have a script file in our project called IDs, and we declared a constant called folder underscore parent underscore ID that has the identification number of the Google Drive folder where we would like to send our deck. In the event that you did not do this yet, do so now and add the identification number of a Google Drive folder that you would like to send your file to. After you've done that, we are going to resume in the slide func file, and we are going to hit enter twice, left arrow twice, and we are going to add another comment. We're going to say move the slide deck into the folder. We're going to hit enter. We're going to use drive app again. We're going to use dot. We're going to say get file by ID, and we're going to open up a parentheses. We're going to need to pass an identification number of a Google Drive file type. In this case, we're going to be using our deck ID variable. Now this file type, or this variable type, will be a string, but because we are referencing it programmatically, all we have to do is type in deck ID, and it will already be formatted in the type of string. So we're referencing this deck ID folder, or this deck ID variable that we created in our last lesson, and we are passing it to get file by ID. So we're using drive app to get the file by its ID, so that then we can use dot move to, and then we're going to open up a parentheses. We are going to pass that folder drive variable that we just declared. We're going to go to the right, and we're going to add a semicolon. We're going to hit save, and then we're going to try and run our project. When we do so, it's going to ask for our permissions, because now we need to give drive app permissions to do universal actions with our credentials. So we're going to select our profile. Again, Google hasn't verified this application, so it's just giving you an aggressive warning that is saying, hey, we haven't said that, we don't know what this is doing, so make sure you know what this is doing. We're going to select advanced. We're going to go down to where it says go to, your project name will go here, and then it says unsafe. It's not that it's unsafe, it just hasn't been verified. This is just saying that we are allowing this application to see, edit, create, and delete all of your Drive files and all of your slide presentations. It's not saying that that's what it's doing. It's just saying that permission has been granted in order to do that if that's what you tell it to do. We are not telling Slides or AppScript to do that, so we are going to select Allow. So we're getting that feedback about our deck being created. Our execution has, or our application has compiled without error. We are going to go to our folder where we want to store our files. And now you can see that we have successfully moved our slides presentation into our decks folder. We click through. We are not going to have anything in there because we have removed the template slide. And now we're getting closer to being able to start appending slides into this presentation. The next video in this series is going to show you a development mechanism that I would recommend you implement. The next video is not mandatory, but it is encouraged. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please reach out if you have any questions, and please check out the playlist in the description if you would like to see the third installment.